Hello, come to you today on 11/11. I bring you All Will Be Well, based on the classic spirituality of Gillian of Norwich. This is a little book that I found at a thrift store. It is the Revelations of Divine Love. She was a mystic of such great influence that's known little about her. Julian was her name. Her house was attached to the Church of St. Julian in Norwich. Whether she too was named Julian is anyone's guess. She lived in the late 14th century and is the first woman writer in English whose work survives. So she lived in a church, and she stayed in the church. She had a room in the church, and she talked with people that came by and the people that come to the place across the street. And she did speak with people, but that's about all she done. But this book is a 30-day book to help bring you closer to God, to set you free. It's a gateway of sorts. Here's something interesting that I read in the first of the book. Any death experience is a stripping away, a dying to one's past. The resurrection out of death is a new beginning, and new beginnings are uncluttered. The death experience forces one to sort out the essential from the expandable. People confronting life-threatening illness often undergo deep conversion experiences. They realize their time is precious. If they want to do something, they had better do it now. So it's not always set there to defeat you. Sickness comes upon us because we have things that we need to learn and let go of so we can be reborn and live again and live life to the fullest. What does Julian offer the modern reader? First, she adds her voice to the growing re-examination of patriarchal images of God. She does not deny traditional teachings, but she adds the dimension of mother and specifically applies it to Jesus. Christ nourishes us from his breasts. This metaphor is not without precedent. Jesus himself used feminine imagery in speaking of the kingdom of God. A woman baking bread, a widow looking for a coin. He even referred to himself as a hen who would gather her chicks under her wing. Patriarchal Christianity has not mined these metaphors, but Julian exalts the feminine as a necessary corrective. We all have feminine and we all have masculine. The thing is that we need to have them balanced. When a man connects with God and prays and meditates, he's connecting with his feminine part of him. And that's good. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and start out with the first, as your day begins. As your day begins, set aside a quiet moment in a quiet place to read the meditation suggested for that day. Well, I'm going to be sharing it with you daily. I'm going to do this for 30 days. I'm not great at all of this. I'm not great at talking or whatever, but the only way I'm going to get better is to do it. So I'm not really around a lot of people that are like me. I know people that are like me are out there, so that's even better reason to do this. I was trying to find in here where she was talking about that's good to come together. It's good to come together to do anything spiritual, you know, even when two people pray together, it's supposed to be stronger, or I'm sorry, it is stronger. Okay, let's just go ahead. Day 1. My day begins, and God showed me a little thing in the palm of my hand, round like a ball, no bigger than a hazelnut. I gazed at it, puzzling at what it might be, and God said to me, "It is all of creation." I was amazed that it could last and did not suddenly disintegrate and fall into nothingness, for it was so tiny. And again God spoke to me, "It lasts, both now and forever, because I cherish it." And I understood that everything has its being owing to God's care and love. We need to realize the insignificance of creation and see it for the emptiness it is before we can embrace the uncreated God in love. We will find no rest for our heart or spirit as long as we seek it in insignificant things which cannot satisfy us, rather than in God, who is omnipotent, omniscient, and beneficent. He is our true repose, and He desires to be known and is pleased that we should rest in Him, for nothing less than Him can satisfy us. We cannot rest until we are detached from all that is created. When we have done so, for love of God, who is all, then only then are we able to enjoy spiritual rest. All through the day, your mantra is, nothing less than God can satisfy us. Nothing less than God can satisfy us. Nothing less than God can satisfy us. I actually come to this conclusion myself just the other day. Like, nothing is making me really happy. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And it's just because I need to reconnect better. For we are nothing without God. We need Him, and we need to do this daily and grow in Him. So that would be day 1. I'll see you in a little while later on, and we'll do the nightly night prayer. Have a good day. Bye.